Okay, good morning, you guys. Little warm up to get started. Taking the feet wider than the hips. Pivoting on the balls of the feet, letting the arms swing, totally relaxed. It's a new day. Gonna be a great day. Excellent. And coming into our chops. So inhale as you reach up. Exhale as you chop down. Back stays flat. Knees stay pushed to the outside. Good. And then getting the outside of the hip with an arm over the top of the head. Separating ribs from hip. What is it, February 10th already?
Yes.
Wow. Cruising along here. See, I thought the Academy Awards were coming up, but they've been pushed back till April 25th. Guess that makes sense. Taking a very wide stance now. And shifting our weight side to side. There's a good video from Z Health this morning about knees. Try to pass that on. Mostly using knee circles, which is a pretty standard warm-up move, but they use it in a different way to build strength with a looped band that's doubled up. Interesting. Getting into the hamstrings now, hinging at the hips, back is flat. Knee to opposite elbow is cross crawl. So lots of recordings now available. And if you're a monthly member and you lost track of some of the URLs, just let me know and I'll pass those on. Gentle bounces, loosening up ankles, knees, adding a little impact. Alternating feet. And I think what we'll do at the end of the month is we'll just make them public. Little jog, and you can go back and revisit some of these workouts. Heels coming up now, heels toward your butt. And guys, knees coming up, working the front of the hips, knees toward the sky. Good. Oh, Shauna's sprinting this morning. Good. And then feet a little wider for fast feet. You're on hot coals, moving as quickly as you can. Go, 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 go for 3, 2, 1, and relax.
Using that same logic.
Excellent.
Statistically, you're less likely to have an accident if you drive faster because you're on the road less time.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Alrighty, guys. So we're going to the second warm-up, starting from our back. And this morning we have Windshield Wipers. So legs are up. You can bend the knees if you like. We're going to bring both legs to one side slowly. You have your hands on the ground bracing you. The wider you take your arms from your body, the more stable you are. And the goal here is, of course, you're going to roll the hips a tiny bit, but the goal is not to roll them too much. Once we do that, it becomes nothing more than a stretch or a mobility drill. We want to focus on the abs. Okay? So it might be a small range of motion. Don't be upset if that's the case. Number 2, we're going to flip over to our belly for our back extension. And this morning it's the letter W, which means the elbows are bent quite a bit. so that if you were viewed from above, at least the top part of you above your waist would look like the letter W. Neck with spine, legs stay down. That's number 2. Number 3 is our athletic drill. So up we go. We're going to be in a quarter to a half squat to start. This is shuffle, shuffle, block. So we slide and then we jump, or if you don't want the impact, go all the way up onto the balls of your feet and reach up. If you're okay with jumping, great, then the height of the jump is up to you. You can reach with one hand or with both. One hand is basketball block, and 2 is the volleyball block. Okay, typically. That is number 3. Now number 4 is inchworm. So it's our crawl. Starting from standing, you hinge at the hips, bring your hands to the ground. Walk out into a full plank. Inch your toes towards your hands. Walk your hands back out, full plank again. If you reach the end of your space, you can take it in reverse, which would be walking your feet out and then walking your hands towards your feet. It's a little, probably less inching when it's hands towards feet for some reason. Different type of flexibility, bringing hands towards feet as opposed to feet towards hands. I got to think about that one. That's number 4. Number 5 is our lunge, and it's a baseball lunge, which is a huge step forward. So the knee is actually going to come a little bit over the toes, and it's a reach. Same side arm. So if you're stepping with the left leg, you're reaching with the left arm. If you're stepping with the right leg, you're reaching with the right arm. I think that's right. Yes. Good. Everything else with lunges applies. Knee to the outside. That's number 5. Number 6 is our push-up. And it is push-up with a reach back towards the toes. So if you're on your toes, which would be the preferred approach with this one, palms and toes, the down phase is conventional, elbows bend. But on the up phase, we're going to reach back and across towards the opposite foot, knee, shin, whatever you can get. Don't worry so much. So we're going to be working those hamstrings, a little bit of the spine as well. And you'll be doing fewer reps because this takes a little bit of time to reach back and then come forward again. That is number 6. Number 7 is our squat. We have hands behind head. So if you're going to load this, it's probably going to be with a band around ankles or above knees, or you can hold weights in your hand and stack them on your shoulders. It's not quite the same as hands behind the head, but it's close. Shauna's going to go with the band. So take our little wider than hip width stance, hands behind head, hips go back, knees bend, ankles flex. So we're going to get a little bit of a stretch through the thoracic spine. That's the upper portion of your spine. That's number 7. Number 8, to wrap it up, is a plank with a shoulder tap. So you might want a wide base on this one because you're trying to fight rotation. Solid plank, either from palms or forearms. Reach across. As soon as you start to reach, engage that core. Make sure you're stable. Okay, guys, that's the last one, number 8. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. And we're going to start it off with windshield wipers. First round, first set. Okay, legs are up, guys. Legs are up. Windshield wipers are in 3, 2, 1, and go. Now we want the abs to do the work. No momentum. So gently bringing the legs to one side and then using your abs as a brake so that we don't roll over. Not so much about bringing the feet to the ground. Of course, if you have that strength, great. But don't force it. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Excellent, guys. We're going to flip over to our belly. Nice bend of the elbows. Back extension, letter W. 3, 2, 1, and go. So the forearms are pretty much parallel to the body. Neck is aligned with spine. See what kind of elevation you can get without forcing it. Legs stay down. You can experiment with your foot position. See how it feels to take those feet a little bit wider. We've got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Nice going. We're going to flip over again to our back, legs up. Windshield wipers, second set. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice, Eva. That's it, Kyle. Good, Becca. Go, Julie. That's it, Rachel. Awesome, Faith. Excellent, Scott. Good, guys. So you can experiment with how straight your legs are. The straighter the leg, the longer the lever, typically the more challenging this move becomes. Three, 2, 1, and recover. We're going to wrap up this interval from our belly, back extension, letter W. Elbows are bent. 3, 2, 1, and go. Here we can close our eyes if you feel like it. Neck with spine. Breathing's as relaxed as you can get it. Now you're in total control as far as how much you want to challenge your low back. You come up a little higher, you're going to put a little more pressure on those muscles around your spine. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Nice going, guys. Nice going. We are up. Now we got to get light on our feet, bounce around a little bit. This is going to be shuffle, shuffle, block. So we're moving laterally. 3, 2, 1, and go. Slide, slide, elevate. Now, if you want to take more than 2 shuffles, fine. Take as many as you like. And then think about, how do you want to elevate? Do you want to jump? And if you jump, are you reaching with one hand? Are you reaching with 2? Would you rather avoid the impact and just come up onto your toes without leaving the ground? That works. We're down to 10 seconds. Feet are pretty much parallel here. We got 3, 2, 1, and recover. Excellent. And we are coming, we're still standing actually. We're going to come into inchworm. So we'll be hinging at the hips, getting the hands to the ground. In 3, 2, 1, and go. We fold over, walk out, full plank. Take your time, full plank, stabilize. Bring the toes towards the hands. How far they go depends on your flexibility. Then we walk it out again. So this is simultaneously a core drill, an upper body drill, and a mobility drill. 15 seconds, especially for those hamstrings. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Good. And guys, we are back up. Shuffle, shuffle, block. Second set starting in a quarter to a half squat. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, if you want to bend the knees more, that's fine. You stay a little bit lower to the ground. You'll be working those quads more. If you're jumping, you want to land softly. Learn how to absorb that impact. 20 seconds. Final 10. Three, two, one, and recover. All right, nice going. We've got second set of inchworm. Folding over at the waist. 3, 2, 1, and go. Last set of the interval. So again, when you reach the end of your space, you can just take it in reverse. And take your time walking out, take your time inching the toes forward, or bringing the hands towards the feet if you're going in the other direction. Good work, guys. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And we're moving on. Next interval starts with your baseball lunge. So it's a big step, and you're reaching with the arm on the same side as the leg that's coming forward. Alternating legs. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Now Shauna's using a band attached to the wall to add some resistance and also challenge her balance. So with the baseball lunge, it's okay if the knee comes forward a little bit. That's real life, not a problem. Knees will go over toes sometimes. We got 10 seconds. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right, excellent, you guys. So we're down for push-ups. Push-ups with a reach back towards the toes. And those are in 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, I didn't really discuss what happens if you're not on your toes, if you're on your knees. But what happens is we reach back. So on the up phase, we lift the knees and reach back. And on the down phase, we rest on our knees. That would probably be the preferred way if you're not doing push-ups from your toes.
You gotta shoulder.
10 seconds.
You wouldn't do the one arm reach.
That is true. If your shoulders bother you, you wouldn't do the one arm reach anyway. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Good. And guys, we're up for baseball lunge, second set. Really reach forward, big reach forward. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So if you've watched any baseball or softball and you've seen the first base person stretch out to get the ball before the runner crosses the base, that's the visual we want to have in our mind. 15 seconds. And if you haven't seen it, no big deal. You're just reaching way forward. Three, 2, 1, and recover. All right, and we are back down. Second set of push-ups with a reach back for the toes. In 3, 2, 1, and go. I say reach for toes, but it's really not the toes necessarily. It's more, for most of us, it's probably more the knee or the shin. That's it, Scott. Nice, Rachel. Awesome, Kyle and Becca. Go, Eva. That's it, Julie. That's it, Faith. Good going, guys. Solid core, no big arch in that back when we go down. 10 seconds, neck with spine. These are tough. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Okay. Moving on to the final interval of round 1. We start with our squat with hands behind head, optional extra resistance. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So the knees are going to stay to the outside. Do not want to let them cave in. The heels are going to stay down. The back will stay flat. The neck stays aligned with the spine. Excellent. We're down to 10 seconds. And we have 3, 2, 1, and recover. Okay. And we're coming down for our plank. First set of plank with a shoulder tap. Think about taking a wider base. 3, 2, 1, and go. So your goal is, as soon as you lift that hand, keep the hips level. Fight rotation. Fight, fight, fight. If you need to take the feet wider, then do so. If reaching across to the shoulder is too challenging, then reach to the elbow or the wrist. 15 seconds to go. Three, 2, 1, and recover. Nice going, guys. Nice going. We are up for our second set of squats with hands behind the head. Optional extra resistance. 3, 2, 1, and go. So if you do have a band attached to a wall, then you have a lot of possibilities here. You could put that band around your waist and either face the wall or face away from it. Experiment. One direction will probably be easier, the other will probably be harder. 10 seconds, almost there. 3, 2, 1, recover. And this is last first. Final set of round 1 is your plank with a shoulder tap. Set your feet and your hands. 3, 2, 1, and go. How frequently you reach across is up to you. Give yourself at least a couple of seconds to stabilize after the reach. The slower you reach, the harder this becomes. Nice, Rachel. Go, Julie. That's it, Eva. Nice, Scott. Awesome, Faith. Excellent, Kyle. Nice going, Becca. That's it, you guys. 10 seconds to go. And then we're going to get a short break. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Okay, you got a couple of tough ones in there. So we're going to take short rest. And I don't know if you can even see the band that's behind Shauna attached to the wall. But that type of setup gives you a lot of options. Now it is pretty much around her waist. So the band is pulling her back. It's around her hip. It's pulling her back towards the wall. She has to fight that. And then, of course, she would have to turn around and face the other direction to balance things out on the next set. And depending on the resistance level of the band, that'll determine how hard she has to work. So with our first 8 this morning rather, risk reward, probably the riskiest move is the push-up with the reach for the toes, because you're only on 3 points when you're reaching back, and that shoulder on the support arm is a little vulnerable. Otherwise, pretty good to go. Okay, so just think about how those went, and if you need to make any adjustments, cut it back, change anything, and think about how you want to play this final round, which is going to start from your back with windshield wipers, with legs up, and bracing however you would like to brace, with hands on the ground. Second round begins in 3, 2, 1, and go. Now Shauna's using a foam wedge under her hips just to improve her alignment. There's all kinds of tools that you can play with. A lot of this stuff is trial and error. It's fun to try some experiments. 15 seconds to go. Just trying to get maximum benefit from each movement. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Good, guys. That's it. And we are flipping over to our belly for our back extension. Letter W, elbows are bent. We go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Peeling the ribs off the ground. Neck is aligned with your spine. Trying to relax our breathing. Sometimes that's difficult when we're on our belly. "15 seconds. Working that low back, mid back, backs of shoulders, back of the neck. Got 3, 2, 1, and recover. And we're flipping over for the final set of Windshield Wipers. Last one. Legs are up. 3, 2, 1, and go. So no need to speed up. Take your time. If you want to make this harder, you can do what Shauna's doing, which is have your hands cupping your ears or behind your head so you're not bracing at all. Now the abs have to do all the work in terms of decelerating. And if they don't do their job, or if you move your legs too fast, you're going to roll over. One hip will lift dramatically. 3, 2, 1, recover, and that's a 1 down, and we're flipping over onto our belly. Final set, back extension, letter W, elbows bent. 3, 2, 1, and go. Forearms parallel to your body. Excellent, you guys. Neck with spine. Keep those ribs off the ground. Down to 10 seconds. Final set of this interval. 3, 2, 1. And recover. And that's 2 down and we move on. We're up for shuffle, shuffle, block. So we set our feet. We start in a quarter to half squat. 3, 2, 1, and go. Back stays flat. Feet stay parallel. We try not to turn out that lead foot. Nice, guys. That's it, Scott. Good. Go, Faith. Sit, Rachel. Awesome, Julie. Go, Kyle. Go, Becca. Nice, Eva. Good work, you guys. 15 seconds. This is our agility drill. Change of direction. Change of levels. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and recover. Good. All right. So now, from a standing position, we're going to hinge at the hips to get into inchworm. Set your feet. 3, 2, 1, and go. Bending over, getting those hands to the ground, walking out. Make sure your plank is solid before you inch your feet towards your hands. Sometimes there's a tendency to cheat on that and bring the feet towards the hands before we've really stabilized our plank. Ten seconds to go. Three, 2, 1, and recover. Good work, guys. Nice going. We are up for the final set. Shuffle, shuffle, block. And that is in 3, 2, 1, and go. Last time for this. So this one has the most potential to improve your cardio. So if that's your objective this morning, you want to push the pace. The more you change the level on the up down, the more you're going to challenge your cardiovascular system. The more you bend the knees, likewise. We got 10 seconds to go. Keep the pace, guys. Keep the intensity. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Good. All right. And so we are coming down. Final set of inchworm. Hinging at the hips. We got 3, 2, 1, and go. It's the last time for this. 3 down. This is number 4. This will take us to the halfway point of the final round. So the pace is up to you. The only thing that we really ask is that you walk out into a full plank and not shortchange yourself. And over time, should acquire a little more mobility in those hamstrings. And recover. All right. Nice going, guys. Nice going. It's 4 down. The lunge is next. Baseball lunge with that big reach. And that is in 3, 2, 1, and go. Stepping forward. Keeping that lead knee pushed to the outside. So if you have a mirror handy, you can watch yourself and see how that's going. Don't let it collapse in. And we want toes forward, not turned out in the back. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Good work. All right. And so we are down for push-ups with the reach back for the toes. You're on your toes or your knees. Push-ups are in 3, 2, 1, and go. Trying to go down as one piece. It's the bend of the elbows that allows you to lower yourself towards the ground. It's not about dropping the head or throwing the hips forward or throwing the belly. You got 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Nice going. We are back up for the final lunge. Baseball lunge, last time. Set your feet. 3, 2, 1, and go. With all these standing moves, it's about setting your feet first. That's your foundation. So if we don't have a solid stance or we're off balance, then performing the movement correctly is going to be difficult. 15 seconds. Last time for lunges. 3, 2, 1, and recover. 5 down, you guys. And this is number 6. It's your push-up with the reach back toward the toes for the last time. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Last one of these. Neck stays with spine. You have 20 seconds left. Again, making sure we're not allowing that low back to collapse. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Nice job. That is 6 down, and we come to our final interval, and it starts with your squat with hands behind head, optional extra resistance. Squats are in 3, 2, 1, and go. Last interval, guys. That means 3 minutes of work to go. "45 seconds per set, 4 sets. Down to 20 now, back stays flat, knees stay to the outside. Fight, 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 don't let them cave in. Three, 2, 1, and recover. Good. And we're down for our plank with a shoulder tap. Potential wide base here. 3, 2, 1, and go. So you only want to narrow your base on this move if you can reach across with 0 rotation at the hips. If you're turning your hips a little bit, then there's no point in bringing your feet closer together. 20 seconds. That's it, Julie. Good. Excellent, Eva. That's it, Scott. Go, Faith. Nice, Kyle. That's it, Becca. Go, Rachel. Good work, you guys. We got 3, 2, 1, and recover. And now we're down to 1.5 minutes. This is our final squat. Hands behind head. Optional extra resistance. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, guys. So again, we're challenging that upper spine mobility there. So sometimes we won't go as deep with the hands behind the head as if we had our hands out in front. And you've got 15 seconds left. Down to 10. Next to last set of your workout. 3, 2, 1. Recover. And this is last. Here we go, guys. Final set is your plank with a shoulder tap. So we want to dig in, make it our best set in 3, 2, 1, and go. Last set. Super solid. Now, just before you reach that hand across, you want to really stabilize the other arm. So pushing into the ground is a good idea. 20 seconds to go. Nice going, you guys. Stay with it. You're almost there. Keep pushing. You got 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. Excellent. Good job, you guys. We're going to take a sec just to shake out. Sip of water. Bring our heart rates down if they're elevated. And then we'll come into our cool down. So our plan is still to do a video about extra resistance. I think that'll make more sense than a clinic because of people's schedules. But we'll get something up on YouTube and send you the link. I think a lot of you probably know most of this stuff already, but can't hurt to have a reminder. So we're going to start with hand on the wall. Little stretch for the chest and the shoulders. And here's, it's another movement where the band can come in really handy because it's like traction. It's helping you to open up the joint. It's pulling you one way, you're going the other way. 3, 2, 1, and switch.
You don't have to extend your wrist.
Yeah, it allows you to keep your wrist in neutral, which is a really nice thing.
Otherwise, it ends up being a forearm stretch. For me, anyway. Doesn't hurt. Not as useful.
And we've got 3, 2, 1, and we're going to release that. And we'll come into our kneeling hip flexor stretch with an arm up and a flat back. Now this is for the front of the hip of the trail leg. And then from this, we transition directly into our quad stretch, also for the trail leg. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go quad now. So we reach back for that ankle, or if you need a strap, that's fine. Whatever works for you. With all your stretches, you want to feel stable and balanced so you're not fighting just to stand up. You're able to focus on the stretch. And we have 3, 2, 1. We'll release that and we'll go to the other side, starting with the kneeling hip flexor stretch. Arm up, back flat. And we got 3, 2, 1, and we'll go for that quad now. Good, guys. So heel is up, kneecap points down. Knees are close together. You're standing up tall. And we have 3, 2, 1, and we'll release that. And we'll move on to our hamstrings from the back, extending one leg. Here's another one where you can use a stretch strap, yoga strap, belt. Opposite knee either bent or straight. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and we will switch it over to the other side. And then after this, maybe we'll do a straight leg spinal twist. So we'll just bring the elevated leg across the body. Or maybe we won't do that. We got 3, 2, 1. So we'll release that. What would you like to do?
Show like that?
Yeah.
I don't know if that works for everybody.
Yeah. So what we're doing, guys, is we're staying in the same position.
I can't do it without the strap.
Shauna's got the strap. That helps her. And instead of bending that knee that's coming across, we're keeping the leg straight. So everyone's going to be a little different. Some of you who are highly flexible, you might end up with your foot close to the ground. But this is a bit for the spine and the outside of the hip at the same.
The hip version where you don't rotate your spine.
Yeah. So you got two possibilities here. Focusing on the hip and all those muscles that connect there, or if you roll the hip, then you get into the spine. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go other side.
Not a great idea unless you bend your knee.
A lot of possibilities with these stretches. Last stretch. I think it's another cold day, isn't it? Is it really cold or not so bad?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
Cold and more cold.
Brr.
Cold weekend.
And we've got 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. Congratulations, guys. Made it through another one. We're going to put hands in the center for Beast on 3. And we've got 1, 2, 3. Beast. Great job, guys. Good to see everyone this morning. Have a beautiful day. And we'll see you soon. Bye now.
Thank you. Bye.
Eva, bye.